Well, I can't follow that, but I'll try. The social and political comments that you heard some of there at the Oscars underlined how unhappy some people are at the way the entire industry is run. So is it ready to change? Let's cross to Birmingham and talk to independent movie producer James Abdou from Spear Films. Welcome to the programme. Why do you think, hi there, why do you think that this particular Oscars was seen as a forum for this complaint?
I think it's down to the films that were selected by the Academy. They all have a story to tell. They all are very close to home on a range of social issues that represent a lot of different struggles that people face in the world today. And when you have performances and films that are so expressive and in some sense controversial, for the artists it's very close to home. So they're going to want to talk about them. Right.
But do people make films that they think are going to sell, don't they? Not that are going to win Oscars. So if they don't think that women or ethnic groups, I mean, I don't know how you describe ethnic because they're, you know, but if they feel that you know, that it needs to be a black person, not a white person, or a woman, not a man, or whatever it is, they will just do what they think the public wants.
Well, it depends. I mean, I think as a producer, when you go to produce a movie, you have to fall in love with the script and the story, whether that's got male lead actors, female lead actors, whether it's of a particular topic or a particular nature. If you're going to produce that movie and you're going to work to finance it and make it, it's going to be for the purpose that you fall in love with the story. There is an issue of, you know, what they're saying about women being underpaid in Hollywood, and there being huge social injustices in the way that Hollywood films are produced. But look at the content that the Academy has selected. Look at Selma, for example. You know, you've got the story of Dr. King, and you've got people like John Legend doing a beautiful performance and writing a beautiful song about the issue and speaking about how relevant it is today. And I think films have the purpose of telling a story and relating it to the world that we live in today. And
right,
that's what
but what seems to be said here is the very culture of Hollywood is racist and sexist. Is that fair?
I believe that's terribly unfair. I don't think you could call the Academy racist. I think it's...
Oh, but I'm not talking about the Academy particularly. I'm talking about the industry. You know, I mean, the Academy is responding to artistic endeavour. I'm talking about the industry itself here.
Yeah, well, look, if I'm completely honest, it is hard for, you know, for minorities in Hollywood and in the film industry. You know, when you're looking to finance a film, for example, you know, we're working on a new black action superhero franchise, and it's proving difficult because we want a black lead to take that role. And you know, the questions that we're being asked by distributors, etc., is, can we find a bankable star that's international enough? And yeah, there are struggles, but you need to go further down the routes. You need screenwriters that are writing content that is suitable, that gives people the opportunity to perform and tell stories that count.
I wish you luck with that project. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. And that's it from me, Tanya Beckett. Thanks for joining us for Business Edition. As you can see, the market's pretty much flat at the moment and waiting for news on Greece.